It's Borg Brain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. And this video is on Anyswap. So Anyswap is an exchange, and it has compatibility as sort of bridging multiple blockchains. As you see here, you see Ethereum, and you see Bitcoin, you see Litecoin, and whatever, right? It's around. The reason why I'm going to do the video on Anyswap will be explained later, but this is basically centered on Anyswap on Binance Smart Chain. It's centered on buying a particular token for a particular reason for the video that I was originally going to do, but now I'm doing a precursor video on Anyswap because why not cover the functionality of the tools and platforms and dApps as I use them? So yeah, I'll explain everything as it goes, but yeah, Anyswap. That's what we're covering today. And, as always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Be safe. Have fun. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm literally an anonymous person on the internet. So, watch your ass and do your own research, right? I don't know everything, and I try to be legit, but, I do a video, I publish it one day, the next day the rules change, and you come in here and it's different. So, you want the best information, you go to Anyswap, and they'll give you the best and most up-to-date information. Okay, so here's my deal. Oh yeah, final thing. There's a Crypto Society YouTube channel. Hey, welcome, like, subscribe, whatever. I'm Borg Brain. I'm one member of Crypto Society. All the YouTube videos, as at the time of this recording, they're all by me on the YouTube channel, but we're a big group of people and we're in a few different places and we do a bunch of stuff. So come find us on Telegram, come find me on Twitter, whatever. And yeah, back to Anyswap. So the deal is, I've been slacking on making the videos, and I apologize, but I've been super busy doing something else. So that's kind of coming to an end, and I'm able to start focusing on videos more. I'm going to do them to the best of my ability, but I have a pile of work ahead, and I've got some really cool announcements from me personally, and then there's some cool stuff coming up also from Crypto Society, so I'll let you know as that comes along. But in the meantime, I'm building up to do some videos on Anchor tonight, but I wanted to just put a couple in the bag. I got to go travel like 4,000 kilometers from here to go work on this kind of business project for about 2 weeks, and you'll hear about it soon enough. But in the meantime, I got to start making some videos. So one thing I saw the other day was that MTLX Exchange, they were on Binance Smart Chain, and I know this was like weeks ago that I heard this, and I looked at it briefly, but I never ended up doing a video on it. And then I realized I actually haven't done a video on MTLX. Well, so I'm going to do one. Well, there's an issue. So I was going to go buy this MTLX token, right? So I was setting up for the video, and go to Pancakeswap, and I click on Pancakeswap, right? And then it opens this, Ethereum phishing detection, right? And I was like, oh yeah. Okay, so the thing is that Pancakeswap, they had a DNS hijack yesterday, or 2 days ago, or whatever. It happened for a second. It affected Pancakeswap. I believe it affected Cream, and I think a couple other websites were attacked or something. We're talking about Web3 portal where you connect a wallet, and what was happening was people were connecting and they were saying, hey, we're Pancakeswap. Oh, can you put in your private keys? And a bunch of people lost their money and stuff, and a bunch of people were smart and never got caught. But I come here to Pancakeswap just to double check, and here it is, right? We just got confirmation that DNS, basically we're back. It was a long 24 hours where the website was down. But trading and farming never stopped because I think they opened an auxiliary website in the meantime, just while they sorted out the DNS hijack. But look, you do your own research, right? Cake token went down in price, a bunch of FUD. This kind of stuff happens. And in the digital realm, nothing is like 1000% safe. So, if you distribute your risk and watch your ass, do your research, and be safe, and make sure you take the necessary safety precautions, you can try to protect yourself as best you can. But sometimes you just your DNS gets hacked. And then, if you know what the private keys are, and you go on a website and it's like, give me your private keys, you should be like, oh, what is this? You go ask for help somewhere and they're like, oh, give me your private keys. You're like, like, I don't know, I'm probably not talking to customer service. And if I am, maybe it's a project you probably shouldn't be investing in if they're trying to ask for your private keys. Like, come on, give me a break. It's like, oh, you're going on vacation. Can I borrow the keys to your car and your home and everything, even though I'm anonymous on the internet? Like, who's going to do that? So like, don't give your bank account, all your credit card information, to, your identity and stuff, some random website when you log in. Doesn't matter who it is. Don't do that kind of stuff, obviously. But anyway, point is, Pancakeswap down. So I was like, okay, where else? And then I was like, oh yeah, they're on Anyswap, right? So here's a little quick alpha, because I want to get into it and do the swap pretty quick. But here's Anyswap on GitHub. Now, if you come down here, right, look, it's original code, right? 2 days, 3 days, 12 days, right? They're doing stuff in Anyswap here, right? It's all original code here, or at least like a large portion of it. And here, first fork. Here's a little bit of alpha, right? Anyswap, right? They're trying to be an exchange hub that sort of bridges the gap between multiple chains, a decentralized exchange of tokens from multiple exchanges, right? Okay, interesting. They're another one of them cross-chain liquidity bridges I've been interested in lately. And here, General Grants Program. It's the first forked repo. And here it is, W3F, right? Who's that? The Web3 Foundation. Polkadot Kusama, right? General Grants Program. So I don't really know what that is, but I could go diving in there and see. But you could see, December 22nd, they had a bit of activity. So they were working on this. So did they apply for a Web3 Foundation grant? Did they get one? I don't know. I haven't looked up that stuff in a minute. But, that's a little bit of a place where you can sometimes find some alpha. Like, oh, maybe I can buy a token, right? But then people don't know that maybe they were going to try to go cross-chain and stuff. And then, well, what are they, if they were applying for a Web3 grant, what kind of open source code were they planning on kind of handing over to the larger substrate-based community? Or what kind of tooling were they going to build to hand over to? Yeah, interesting, right? Anyway, boom, boom, boom. Look at all this, right? And then, okay, forked from MakerDAO, forked from MetaMask, and here it is, right? ETH phishing detect, right? Updated August 5th, 2020. So, Anyswap have put in this protection to their website, okay? I'm not sure if Pancakeswap did or didn't, but, right? You want this. So it's cool that, they did that all the way back in August and saw the dangers of, the DNS hacking. Anyway, come over here to Anyswap price, right? You got $3, $52 million market cap at 433 overall. Well, that's pretty good. That's much further down. Like, it's pretty good and it's pretty bad, right? It's much further down the market cap list compared to most of the cross-chain kind of DeFi liquidity bridge, decentralized exchange kind of protocols, right? There's like varying degrees of these. But you have, you have a couple that I kind of been looking at lately, right? You got Linear, Lena token. I think I did a video on that on Binance Smart Chain, I believe, in that Ape-In series. That's one of them. Another one I've been following is Inj, which is INJ injective protocol. And then you have, I don't know, I think Synthetics is doing some stuff, like Centrifuge. I don't know what they got going on. That's kind of interesting. And I think pretty quickly you're going to see a lot of these cross-chain bridges, right? Like Darwinia is doing some interesting stuff. You got Atom, Cosmos, they have their, what is it, the Gravity Exchange or something. Like, there's very quickly, as each week and month goes by, there's going to be another one and another one, right? But the point is, this is like really far down the list compared to some of the other ones. So you could say, oh, well, it's just a little small thing. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. I don't know what the total value locked in Anyswap is, or where the explorer for that would be, but you see this and you're like, I mean, like that doesn't look horrible, right? It hasn't been around for long. I wonder what I'd see if I clicked on the 90 days. But this is neither here nor there. Where is it traded, right? It's okay, Ethereum, couple centralized exchanges. I don't know, but interesting. Yeah, we come over here to Twitter. We got our Anyswap, and yeah, LP on SushiSwap. You got the multi-chain XYZ. So I checked this out for a minute, which I thought was interesting. They're only following one person. It's Anyswap. So multi-chain XYZ is like sort of like a part of Anyswap, as far as I could tell. So I went and checked it out real quick. And here you've got, interesting, right? You got BSC Ethereum. So it's the source chain and the destiny chain. So I don't fully understand this, but it seems like they have a couple of tokens that you can just send in a direction. It's like a kind of like a token pair. So it's interesting, right? They got Bitcoin to Ethereum, Bitcoin to BSB, and Huobi Smart Chain, right? So they're supporting a couple different chains here, right? I guess Yearn ecosystem, I guess. They got DAI. Interesting. So what do I see? I see a little bit of Huobi, and I see a lot of Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum at the moment. But they got the Bitcoin here, and in the previous images, I did see Litecoin. I saw Ripple. So I don't know what their plan is. But then you also see the Web3 Foundation grants. So you think, well, maybe we're going to try to branch over there too. And if they're in Binance Smart Chain, they're also connected to IBC, which means Cosmos, and like Secret Network, Sentinel, Kava, Akash, and the one that should be on everyone's minds lately, which is Luna, which has been tearing up the charts, and that big Anchor airdrop coming in like I think 9 hours from now. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to be doing like 3 videos on it. But I'm digressing very far off the original thing here. We wanted to go get a token. So here we are at Anyswap. This is it. We're doing the thing. First thing you got to do, up here, ETH mainnet. We're going to go down to Binance Smart Chain mainnet. Click here. Now, I haven't done this before. Like this specifically, I haven't used Anyswap at all before, but I've done enough of these things at this point that it's usually kind of just straightforward. You can figure it out, And I gotta say, like, if you're like, oh, how do I use this one? How do I use that one? The more you do these things, and you do something cross-chain, whatever, and you get a different wallet and a different this and a different that. Sometimes it doesn't work, especially when it's brand new, or it's a little bit, glitchy. But the more you do this, and the more networks you experience, and the more wallets you use, right? And I got 4 I'm collecting now. In my browser extension section, which is going to expand pretty soon because we got a couple more of these networks coming out. But the more you do this, it's like riding a bike. It just becomes easier and more intuitive the more you do it. So, the one really awesome thing about Binance Smart Chain inside of this bull market is that it's just been cheap as hell. And I have a couple friends that I just sent them like a couple $100 worth of, they're like, oh, how do I do crypto? And I just set them up with a MetaMask wallet, explain what the private keys are. I send them like a couple $100 of like my weird internet nerd money that I've conjured, and then just say, here, you just play around with it, and then if you're successful at anything, then pay me back later, and then if not, like, I don't know, whatever. But hey, I got someone into crypto, right? And you can do it in Binance Smart Chain. But if I was going to send them money for Ethereum, it's like, oh, here's $5,000. Like, that's a lot. Like a couple $100 is actually still a lot of money for me, but I don't know. It's makes me happy. But yeah, I definitely am. I'm not sending anyone a couple grand so they can get into crypto. Like, geesh, give me a break. Like, I should have to buy a new car instead of doing that. Like, jeez. Anyway, so here we are. We're connected to Binance Smart Chain, right? And you open up my wallet. This is my sketchy wallet I was doing off-road degenerative aping in with like 1,000 friggin' tokens, a bunch of rugs. I'm holding a bunch of garbage in there. But you know, done all right. I got some stuff staked in a couple things down here. I can't even remember what, because I got to do I think another final like tie up the loose knots in Binance Smart Chain video at some point. But whatever is in here, whatever it is, I don't even know. I'm leaving it in there for the next bit, and then I'm going to do a video where I'm going to just probably liquidate a bunch of positions for Binance Smart Chain and then do a thing. But right now, here's the important part. I got 5.5 BNB tokens, and you know what? BNB has been doing pretty good lately. So, I mean, just in the past, whatever, 12 hours or something, or a few hours. So here we are in the dashboard. We're going to go to swap. That's usually where you're able to swap tokens, right? So we're going to have BNB, and we're going to click down here. And if I scroll down, we've got yeah. So this is interesting. So I guess Anyswap have enabled through some partnerships or whatever to start trading pairs with by making these any tokens, which are like Binance Smart Chain is a way to bridge from network XYZ, right? Like Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, to Binance Smart Chain. Binance Bridge offers that. But for some projects, say like Mirror Protocol have their own bridge from Binance Smart Chain to Terra Mirror, or Ethereum to Terra Mirror. They got their own bridges built, proprietary, and Anyswap have their own, which is through these any tokens. Okay, and so they have an any Litecoin, they have an any Fusion, they got an any USDT, and we keep scrolling down, right? Link B, that's Binance. That's a Binance bridge, right? AnyLink, that's the Anyswap bridged link. And I wonder, they're both on the same exchange. Maybe there's some arbitrage opportunities there. Seeing as Binance Smart Chain's run in Ethereum, I wonder if someone's written a bot to take advantage of those arbitrage opportunities that are right in the same exchange. You could do a chain transaction and author it all to the same block. Composability, baby. So where? Oh, that looked like it. Oh, there it is. Yo, Robonomics. Hell yeah. Kira? They got some cool stuff here. I'm pleasantly surprised with some of their selection of tokens on here. Right, Elio Trades represent tuna, milk, peaches. Oh, that's nasty. Put that on a pizza and it put you right to bed. The bed that you'll never get out of. Anyway, anyMTLX. Here it is. This is what I came for. All right, what are we buying here? Well, I'm gonna buy like a chunk of them because, holy hoo-ha. What? That doesn't seem right. Use at your own risk. Hell yeah, you're using at your own risk. Wait a second here. We're going to have to do some investigation. MTLX token, I thought, was sitting at around $10 or something. Oh, that's wrong. Token. Usually you put in the token ticker and then you say token and it usually comes up. And here's my favorite, my CoinGecko. And this looks like baloney. Yeah, $10. Let's go to market cap and see what BNB is. So BNB is sitting at a nice $257. So in Anyswap, what they say is, this is crazy. There's got to be some sort of a glitch in the matrix here, or there's some serious issue with liquidity pools. Any day now. Okay, so BNB, 2 BNB tokens give me point. So for 600, or no, not 600, for like $510 or something, I can get the great deal of getting $9 back. Oh yeah, so the price slippage is at 98%. So what that tells me is that there's just such low liquidity here that it's out to lunch. Like if I do zero point 0.1 BNB, wow. So that's 75% slippage. But as you see, right, I'm getting, so there's like less than, oh man, so 0.001. How about that? Oh, now I got a 3% slippage to buy. So if that's one, it would actually be $10. So I can buy something like 20 cents worth, or maybe it's $2 of MTLX. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I can spend whatever it's going to be, like 50 cents or a buck or something in transaction costs, or 20 cents or something. And I can spend that to get an incredible $2 worth of MTLX token at a 3% slippage, which is, well, that is unfortunate. Anyswap, that might make more sense. Anyswap, I don't know what you got going on and how much liquidity you have in your trading pairs, but like, man, that's like not enough to do anything. And how, like, what do you do? Where are you bridging this from? Let's see. Where you got, how does this work? Where are all these bridge tokens coming from? Oh, ERSDL? BEP20 version? Wrap secret? Wow. Okay. Well, okay. Let's get back to brass tacks here. Where are we? M. Man, they got ocean. They got like great tokens here, man. They got great tokens, but I'm not seeing. If there's no liquidity, then I don't know what the point is. So, ah, so this is just. Let's see then. Ah, look at that. So they don't have. Yep. Well, Anyswap. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go to Pancakeswap and you know get around this business because I mean I guess I'm gonna just go back in Pancakeswap. Anyswap. I wanted to show you off more, but I can't. I can't buy $10 worth of tokens without wrecking myself completely. So I'm just gonna go to old Pancakeswap, even though they got hacked. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, no one's asking me for private keys. The official source says it's chill. Let's continue using it at my own risk. Come on. It is nice that they got the phishing protection on though. You got to get that old phishing protection on your business, because if you don't, man, then people are like, "You asked for my private keys, so I gave them to you, and and now it's your fault. I don't have any money." Like, sorry if anyone falls for that. Like, it sucks, but like, don't you know? Don't give someone your private keys. Like, it's as simple as that. Don't give someone your private keys. So, what was it? It was called anyMTLX. Look at that there. Now I feel like, what was it? So it was something like 236 or like 256 was what BNB was trading at, right? What is it over here? 257. This is 258 basically. So what can I do? I was going to do 2. So it's 258 plus 258 would be 516. So 516, 516, and then MTLX token was trading at where? Let's do some basic math. The Anyswap got me all tripped right out, and I'm worried like, oh man. You know, like, okay, so it's just over $10, right? So just over $10, and we're looking at it's 510, let's say. So this is 510 USD ish in value, and then this is saying, well, 50. This should be 50, and then that's 51. Yeah, I mean, like, look. Slippage tolerance 1%, right? 0.9, and it's going through a couple. So you know what? I'm good with that. That's perfect. I'm gonna go for it. All right, whoop whoop. Let's do it. So here I am on an Anyswap video, ending with not buying tokens on Anyswap because of slippage. But the bonus thing is I just updated and I'm going to get an even more MTLX token, a whole $5 worth. Confirm the swap, hell yeah. Let's see what I actually get in my old the old business side of things. And here we are in MetaMask, and it's going to say, hey, do you confirm or deny this with, you know, or do you authorize this? Are you willing to pay 20 USD for this action? I don't know what is going on with MetaMask right now, but it's thinking a long time. Sometimes it does it, and I just don't like it. So I X out of it. And I just do it again. I think that's pretty chill. I don't like that. It's happening again. So I apologize. I mean, geez, this video has been going on for way too long. I like Anyswap. I do say I like Anyswap. At least from the token lists. I liked what I saw in the code base here. They had more repos in there and more original repos than some pretty well-known exchanges, to be perfectly honest. Like, is actually pretty impressive. I didn't actually look at that before, but I gave it a skim, but when I was actually going through it, it really impressed me. It really did impress me, I gotta say. And they had some really nice tokens listed. They had a couple like weird, funny outlier ones, but they had some like really solid tokens listed. And if they can have Litecoin and Bitcoin and whatever, and you have a decentralized way with open source code, right, where you can go from chain to chain, that's cool. Because like Binance Bridge is centralized, and they just like will shut it down and turn it on, turn it off sometimes. Like they had it turned off a little while ago because there was a big hack for like 50 million bucks or 10 million bucks or whatever, and they like shut the door so no one could like port out, and able to try to like mitigate the issues or whatever with it was like Marmot River. I don't know. It was some named after some vermin or something. Some sort of I don't know. It's like hamster or something. I can't remember the animal now. But anyway, the point is, oh, meerkat. Yeah, meerkat got a big hack, and then they shut the door for a while, right? And I remember I was trying to do it with Polkadot one time, and then they wouldn't let me export Polkadot. So like they like open it and close it from time to time. It's important to note. And there I get my whatever. I mean, like, what is it? It's off maybe $10, but that was a total of 500. So whatever the slippage for me in terms of the price difference of what it says here for the average price. But I mean, if you go down on MTLX, you go down to exchanges, then down here you see what 1027 and then 1005, and then you see like 1027 is a lot. That's almost 1030, right? So so that makes up to $10. So that makes sense of where, why I didn't get 51 and a half or whatever instead of 49.95. But small price to pay to be able to do things in a decentralized way. Pancakeswap, Anyswap. I like Anyswap. Not enough liquidity for me to do the thing that I wanted to do. So yeah, I mean, in the end of the video kind of segued, but like that's how it goes sometimes. Still did the thing. I got my anyMTLX here, my MTLX token, and now that I have that, I'm gonna get ready to record another video where I do some exploring of MTLX and talk about some other stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. I'm gonna be recording that pretty much right after I get a nice tall glass of water, because it's about that time. Yeah, and Anyswap, it's unfortunate I didn't actually get to use the tool because I went through the whole ecosystem, and this is not a paid thing. I don't have any tokens at all. I mean, like, I just bought these. I got the anyMTLX tokens, but like that doesn't. I guess if I use Anyswap to send them back to Ethereum, I don't know why I'd send them back to Ethereum, because Ethereum gas costs are so high. Although I love Ethereum and it's fully decentralized, when Binance Smart Chain is not really, But I like the fact that they're saying, hey, we're going to offer a bridge from protocol to protocol, from chain to chain, and now you don't have to. Now you can plug into a system like Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. But one of the biggest problems with Binance Smart Chain is centralization, and the Binance Bridge is centralized. But it provides a great service and it's cheap. But I know people who've had funds stuck in there for a while. Potato, potato. I don't know, right? Binance Smart Chain's cheap. Binance Smart Chain's it's not really decentralized. If they give an offer of like, hey, we can bridge chains like Bitcoin or Polkadot or Litecoin and whatever, and to be able to port value in and out of a chain like Binance Smart Chain, or be able to do it for other chains too, right? And like Ethereum and these future systems that are coming up pretty quick. I can see great utility in that. Unfortunately, not enough liquidity for MTLX. So I don't know what is going on here, but what I will say, Anyswap guys, is I like what you got going on, but I don't know if you have any control over the liquidity and the liquidity pool. That's the sort of thing with a decentralized exchange. But yeah, you need to have liquidity for the tools to be used. And I would also say, like, if you're interacting with Anyswap or even like Pancakeswap or whatever, as you saw, right, sometimes you try to do a thing and you press the button too quickly, but if you saw, right, I was like, wait a second, what is going on with this, right? Because the price didn't make sense. Well, that sucks. It just went down. I could have got more MTLX tokens. But outside of this, giggle, look, MTLX, I knew it was $10, and when it told me it was going to give me 0.8 for 2 BNB tokens, I had to do some math. And as you saw me do the math there live, it's really important to not just go putting in something and click and go. You should actually know the prices of stuff, and you should know what you're doing. So using this or any other kind of service, you do your math, do your research, make sure you don't get wrecked. As you just saw, that I could have very easily just clicked a button and then had 500 and something US dollars literally just go out the window for no reason. So I'm glad I didn't do that, and hopefully I showed you a couple things here. You learned a couple things. Anyswap, I'd say good luck. this evaluation makes a bit more sense now, but then at the same time only tried one token. And if you've got really good liquidity in a bunch of the standard ones to be able to bridge Huobi, Chain, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, just like wrapped Bitcoin to Bitcoin, Ethereum to wrapped Ethereum, Binance pegged Ethereum, and like those kinds of things. And if you could do that in a decentralized way, then Binance Smart Chain needs a decentralized way to do it. They can't just rely on the Binance bridge. And I think for Binance Smart Chain to survive into the future, they're going to need to be able to do a couple things. Number one, they're going to need to be able to either decentralize or they're going to need to be able to scale better. And the other thing is they're going to need good, solid apps that have cross-chain compatibility plugging into Binance Smart Chain. And, because you have systems coming up that are cheaper than Binance Smart Chain and they're fully decentralized. So like Binance Smart Chain needs projects like Anyswap to offer other options to be able to bridge value on and off of Binance. And that's not just for Binance Smart Chain's sake, that's for the users of Binance Smart Chain. Because if the only way to port value out is through Binance Bridge, well, right? If something were to happen, it's like, what happens when the apocalypse comes and everyone's got to escape out of the city? You know what happens? For the people of New York City to all escape New York City, for there to be no one left, it's going to take weeks and weeks, and all the roads are going to be completely clogged up, and we have too dense population to be able to evacuate a big city in a couple hours. Like it's not how it works. It's literally a process that would take weeks and weeks and weeks. So anyway, Anyswap, thank you for providing an awesome service. I really like your user interface. I like a bunch of your code. Again, this is not paid, but unfortunately I didn't get to use your service today because you didn't have any liquidity in MTLX tokens. You had like literally less than one token left in the bag. So remember, people, don't get wrecked. And that being said too, interesting, maybe what I should do is I should come back here. Ah, wait a second. Someone's thinking. Let's do one last little experiment here before I end the video and do my little spiel at the end. If anyone's watching this still, I apologize for the speed of my computer or whatever is going on here. It was just the website or what, but I want to do one last little test, okay? Because here's the thing. I don't know how Anyswap is doing their liquidity pools. I don't know if it's how the AMA is constructed, but I can only assume that it's probably constructed kind of like Uniswap, but it actually might not be. They might have just like a big pool of tokens and they just peg to like a price based on something. It's interesting too because in CoinGecko and I look up MTLX and any MTLX, like Pancakeswap shows up, but Anyswap doesn't, right? So here, we're going to go into swap, right? And now I'm going to go to, I'm going to click here. So the old oh man, come on, give me a break. No way. I just want to do the simplest thing. Come on. All right. Yeah, where is it? MTLX. It's right there. Right there. Yeah, so I got 49. All right, let's see. So I did 49, and then I got 2 BNB tokens. Let's just see. If this is some arbitrage opportunity, then I'm just going to do it right away. No. So it's just a tiny bit of liquidity. If there is an arbitrage opportunity, it's like, oh, you can make 50 cents for doing a 20-cent transaction or something. Not worth it. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that obviously. But there you go. Blah blah blah. Anyswap, Pancakeswap, MTLX exchange, some other swaps. Got Twitter babies and you got the old GitHub, and warnings from ye old Chef Hops, letting you know that the cakes are Safu or Safu or whatever. Yeah, DNS attacks happen to websites, and stay up to date. If you're using any of these Web3 tools, there's a whole bunch of ways you can get tripped up. So just watch your ass, do your research, and hopefully you learn something. So anyway, that's it. Yeah, like, subscribe, whatever. The next video is going to be a much more kind of focused video where I'm just going to be doing metallics. I'm just going to be doing yield farming, and I'm going to just explore some of the tools and show you a little bit of what's happening with that, how to get some passive yield, and also more have a little look at what's going down in metallics. Do just a deep dive in a metallics exchange. I thought I did a video on them before, but it turns out I didn't. So that's the next video. Stay tuned for that. And also remember, Anchor Protocol. I'm going to be doing a series of probably at least 3 videos on that, and a couple other things. I was going to do Hydra DX and delegating validators. That's a Polkadot project, and yeah, bullish on the Terra ecosystem lately. Might do a universal profile at Luxo. That's another one. And I got a little list. I got about like 10 or 15 ideas, but I'm going to start pumping out these videos again pretty quick because I was tied up for a better part of a week, and now I feel like a dick. So anyway, yeah, hope you liked the video. This is Borg Brain signing out. Yeah, that's about it. I got nothing else to say. Yeah, all right, I'm out. Peace.